Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Alyssa, the administrative intern with the Greeley Philharmonic Orchestra, and today I am joined with Jalyn Webb, the soprano soloist for the upcoming Poinsettia Pops Concert this Saturday, December 4th, 7:30 p.m. at the Union Colony Civic Center. Jalyn, thank you so much for joining me.
You bet.
So, do you want to give us a little bit of your background, kind of musical or otherwise, just your story?
Sure. It's fun. I have been singing since I was a little kid, and the first time I ever sang in front of a crowd, I was two, actually just barely 2 years old, and I was at a Christmas party with my family. There were about 500 people there, and I told my mom, I am singing. And so they moved the mic really far down, and I sang a couple of Christmas carols, and I was hooked. So I've been singing since I was little. I have a degree actually in musical theater vocal performance from the University of Northern Colorado, right there in Greeley. And I have performed all over the state of Colorado at almost every theater that is around, including the Union Colony dinner theater that used to be in Greeley. I am currently at the Candlelight Dinner Playhouse here in Johnstown, not too far from Greeley, at Midtown and the Carousel and Boulder Dinner Theater. I was the national anthem singer for 2 years for the Colorado Avalanche. That's a fun little thing. And this will be let me think, this will be my fourth time singing with the Greeley Philharmonic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. So, and you are an educator as well, correct?
I am. I own a performing arts academy for kids in Fort Collins called the Academy by Diva Bee. And we do full theater, music, dance classes. And I was on the faculty of the music theater department at UNC for the past four years. I just left this year.
Oh, wow. So it seems like you've kind of followed a path I think so many musicians follow of having a passion for performance and a passion for education. Can you kind of speak to that balance and how it's impacted both areas of your life?
Of course. I love being on stage, and I have always said that my performing informs my teaching and my teaching informs my performance. I am a person that I think needs both because it helps me as an educator to stay current when I am heavily involved on the performance side. And it helps me on the performance side as an educator when I get to work with young people and see what they're dealing with and what they're going through. And they teach me, I think, often as much as I teach them.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so exciting. So you've mentioned this is not your first time working with the Greeley Phil. So what was your process of getting involved with the Phil like?
Well, the first time I was asked to sing with them was actually for a Poinsettia Pops. So this is my third Poinsettia Pops. I've done two prior. And then I had a really wonderful experience doing a Gershwin concert with John Musto a few years ago. That was absolutely phenomenal. I got to sing some really amazing Gershwin pieces. And I think I first got involved just because I've sung so much locally and regionally. And at the time, one of my mentors was the executive director, Jeanette Kolikoff. And she, I think, was the first person to ask me to sing with the Poinsettia Pops. And then I must have done an okay job because I got asked back again. And then I got asked to do the Gershwin and then again. And so I was really thrilled when Nick asked me to be involved this year, especially coming out of the hard couple of years we've all had.
Right. Well, and then I'm sure with having Christmas carols being kind of your beginning of singing, I'm sure this holds such a special place.
Yes, totally. Totally. There's nothing like the Poinsettia Pops. It's one of my favorite concerts.
I agree. Do you have a favorite performance memory with the GPO?
Let me think. Honestly, I think it was that first moment singing with John on the piano at the Gershwin concert would be really high up there because he is the most masterful pianist. And to just hear that coming out was just unbelievable. one of the things I'm really excited for this year is that I get to sing with both the children's choir and the chorale.
Right.
And in the past, I've just been sort of a standalone soloist. And so I'm really excited about that opportunity.
Yeah. Would you say that's what you're most looking forward to
Yeah,
for this upcoming concert?
I think so, yes. And
Awesome.
working with Lowell Graham, who I don't know yet, but I am so excited. I have heard so many great things about him.
Oh, yeah.
And in our meetings over Zoom and over email, I feel like he just has such a great energy. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, he totally gets Greeley, you know.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah, I
really
love that.
excited to bring great music to Greeley, which is so
I
exciting.
love that. I
Yeah,
love
me
that.
too. Well, kind of as a closing question, I've kind of
Sure.
made it a tradition to ask each person I interview what's the most non-musical thing about you? So kind of your favorite thing to do that has nothing to do with music.
Um,
It's a
oh
hard
my
question
goodness.
for a
That
musician.
is such a hard question. I am originally from Kentucky,
Oh wow.
and I like to uh taste and try different bourbons.
Oh wow.
I'm,
You would
I'm a
love our executive director, Nick.
oh yes, Nick and I have talked about that. So I'm definitely a bourbon aficionado, and
Wow.
that's probably the most everything is, and I'm a big reader. I like to read.
Me too. That's awesome.
Yeah, of
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
course.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this weekend.
Me too. Get your tickets for Poinsettia Pops at ucstars.com this Saturday, December 4th, 7:30 p.m.
Sounds good. See you there.